Well, for those who avoided it in book form, the Celestine Prophecy is a cross between Indiana Jones and Norman Vincent Peale. A group of saintly anthropologists discovered 10 scrolls written in Aramaic. These documents predict a coming change in the human race. In the Peruvian jungle, John, Matthew Settle, one of those seekers born every minute, meets Will, Thomas Kretschmann, who hauls John up to the mountains to a spiritual retreat that's identical to a 5-star resort. Father Sanchez, Joaquin de Almeida, has been busily translating the scrolls, but then he faces a threat from the movie's Balak, played by Jürgen Prochnow. From the beginning, director Armand Mastroianni tries to scoff-proof this religious fable. The line goes, "Look not with the mind, but with the soul." Your mind will definitely meet blinders when it turns out that the shocking truth that the governments of the world and the princes of the Catholic Church are ready to kill for can be summed up as, quote, "You have to look for the silver lining. That way you can go with the flow."
But I lost it. Why?
Well, the prophecy says, when you find a true connection with the energy of God, it's like a glimpse into the future. One day we'll all see that way, live in that world. But now it's a difficult thing for anyone to maintain. We are evolving in that direction.
I saw the world's evolution. How it all came to be. My life seemed to be a part of everything right up to now. Everything made sense. Growing up at the lake, working with kids, trying to understand history. I spent my whole life thinking there was something more.
That's the sixth insight. It says we are part of a larger flow of evolution. We are here to do something. And if we are true to that purpose, we'll help move humanity towards the world you saw.
But that's just it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
That's because you're not through yet.
This is a very esteemed book. It was enormously popular. It was on the bestseller list for, I think you were saying, 3 years.
3 years, New York Times.
It began, the author began selling it out of his trunk at swap meets in Georgia. I want to make sure that nobody feels that I envy this guy's success. I'd rather envy the success of a John Updike, let us say, somebody who has genuine talent. This to me was like utterly bogus. I hope it does make people a little sweeter, but for God's sakes, I mean, I think when you look at this film with this badly computer animated auras like hovering over the plants, when you see the bungled way it tries to conduct a romance, when you see the essential ridiculousness of the governments and the church on the warpath trying to suppress this, this nonsensical stuff it's like somebody's backwash from reading The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. You have to just guffaw, don't you?
Yes.
All right. Well, what did you
not only guffaw, but go far away from the film. Let me just say this. To see these two films go back to back, which is the last one we talked about, the Dan Millman film. In the Dan Millman film, Socrates is talking, maybe cliches, but they are pointed, they are defined. This film is all vague nonsense. And in your introduction, you point out, he actually says, Father Sebastian actually says, you've got to look for the silver lining. I couldn't believe it.
That's what they were going to kill for.
I couldn't believe it.
The church will not permit this truth, that you must look for the silver lining out to the public, because if it into the public's hands, it'll be the end of the Catholic Church.
It is such vague milkwash. It's a terrible, terrible film. And as a film, it's a terrible film. And you've mentioned all the reasons why.